What's going to be the best way for me to preserve all of this?
Oh, my friend, you have got a gold mine there. Tell your dad, it's really nothing. You should just send it all to me and I'll take care of it. I'll bury it in my bog for you. Anyways, no. This is a gold mine. I buy ginger in very large bags, and then I take it home. Take a spoon, and you can scrape off the skin with a spoon, like a teaspoon. Scrape off the skin, and then you have a nice, beautiful hunk of ginger. Do one of two things, or one of many things. One, you can pickle it. I have some pickled in my fridge, just in case I ever want to make sushi or have an Asian dish that I want to put it next to, or it's just good complement on any food. And the second way is I grind it up, I chop it up, and then I stick it in my food processor, and I grind it up, and I stick it in Ziploc bags, like the quart-size Ziploc bags, and I make it really, really thin. So whenever I'm making something like a tincture or soup or stew or some kind of baking where it calls for some ginger, I can just take off a chunk of it, however much, like if it says a tablespoon, I take off a tablespoon of a chunk, and I can throw it in the dish, and it de-thaws almost instantly when it hits the hot water. Yes, I wouldn't dehydrate it, because dehydrating it is actually kind of cooking it a little bit. What I would do is stick it in the freeze dryer. I don't know if it would be my first. If it's 107 degrees, it might take a little bit longer at your house right there. It might take a little bit longer for your freeze dryer to work. But what I would actually do is I would take it all, remove the skin, stick it in the food processor, grind it all up, and then I would put it in those little Ziploc bags, the quart Ziploc bags, and make it really, really thin, stack them up in the freezer, freeze them. And then I would worry about it later when it cools down and the harvest season is over, because then you could take each little quart-sized bag, unwrap the plastic around it, lay it on your freeze dryer tray. You already have it frozen, because you freeze everything before you stick it in the freeze dryer. It cuts down on the cost of the freeze drying considerably. That's what I would do. There's also a lot of recipes that you can use in canning with the ginger. It's just amazing. It is one of the things that we use the most, and that is not a year's supply. That is not a lifetime supply for us. That's maybe not even a year. Good job. Good job, Dad. You can always come to my house and bring some for me.